Alright, let's see what the next pattern is. It's Agil, A-G-I-L. And it, again, is a ribbon-like pattern. So I'm going to use the other side of Monday's video and do another bookmark. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a series of figure eights going down our page, and then we're going to connect them with a line. And then step 3, we're going to do this. We're going to do the top of this 8 around to the bottom of the next one, and then skip, and then the top of that 8 and the bottom of the next one. Okay? And then we're going to go from the bottom, so the top of this one to the bottom of this one, and then from the bottom of this one to the top of that one. That makes sense. Yeah. Top of this one to the bottom of this one, bottom of this one to the top of that one, making this sort of ribbon. And then on the top of each of these little 8s, we're going to do a floop-de-doop. 1, 2, 3, like petals. And that's the end of it. You can do variations by creating another line in here, or by adding some extra 8s, or whatever you want to do. You can make it woggly or straight. So let's give that a go. So I'm just going to turn on my light. Beautiful. Series of figure 8s. And since the line between them can be woggly, I'm not going to worry about where they're placed on my page. If they end up all straight, that's fine. If they end up not straight, that's okay too. And in order to not end up with a stopping and starting spot at the top, I'm going to start my figure 8 in the middle of the 8, like this. And that way I don't end up with this starting and stopping thing that you might encounter when you're drawing a number 8. Like, let me get a piece of scrap paper. Normally, if you would just draw the number 8, you would tend to do like that. Sometimes, you know, I'll end up like that, because that's what I would do if I was doing a quick figure 8. And I would not, none of these would be very attractive on this spot where I start and stop. So if I start and stop in the middle, I'm more likely to make a more even looking figure 8. Just FYI, that's what I do. You do whatever you want. I am doing them not in a row, so they have a little bit of a personality here. Maybe one more, like that. Okay, so they're not going straight, they're going up and down, kind of wonky. You can't really see the whole thing. My paper is a lot bigger than my viewfinder area, but that's all right. So we're just going to draw a line through all of the middles of those 8s, like so. And these were farther, they got closer together as I went across this way. That's okay. So we're going to go from the top of this one down to the bottom of that one, and then from the bottom of this one up to the top of this one, and so forth and so on. bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, and like that, and like that. That's what it shows. And then we're going to go back through again and make it like a double line. Like that. Kind of crossing over there when it gets to that line. Something like that. And then it says we're supposed to, on this side, do the little 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn it around. Remember to always turn your paper to make it comfortable for you, which is why sometimes you watch me draw upside down. Most of the time you watch me draw upside down, because that's most comfortable for me and where I can put my camera just physically in my workspace. One of these days I'll try a different camera angle, but my camera definitely has to be on this side so that you can see and it doesn't block my hand. If I was using my camera, put it on the other side, you would see this. That wouldn't be any good. You have to see this. And if I had the camera up here, you would see this. If it was straight up in front of me, you would see this. And if it was like my view, you would see this, which wouldn't be bad, but then I couldn't see because the camera would be between me and my drawing and I wouldn't be able to see what I was doing. So I have decided that to my left is, because I'm right-handed, is the best place for the camera. Now I'm going to try to get it a little bit to my left but closer in front of me, if I can ever get these brackets and things working, but maybe this weekend. We'll see. So that's it. That's the pattern right there. And then we can embellish or do whatever you want to make it look different. It's called Agil. I'm going to sign it up in here, and then I'm going to embellish or do a little shading or something. I feel like I want to emphasize this middle line more. I feel like I want to do a little something in each of these eighths, maybe. I got out my bigger, a little bit bigger pen. This is an 05. Give me a bit darker of a line. Oh, Well, that was not what I had intended. They're all going the same direction. I need to go do both directions then. What was that? Just some notifications. No biggie. Okay. Awesome. I want this thicker. Something like that. Oh, I like that better with a little bit thicker of a line down the middle. And then I think I want to, I don't think I want any dark shading, but I think I do want highlights. So I'm just gonna go in here. Maybe I'll use my actual white pen. This one is a Decorees, Sakura Decorees pen. It's the one I prefer. You can use a jelly roll or whatever you like. Make sure you get it kind of started on another piece of paper, because all these kind of jelly roll kinds of pens tend to clog up. I'm just going to do a little white highlight today. Something like that. Can you even see that? I guess you can, kind of. I wasn't going to put shading, but now I'm feeling like I want a little just right there on these little floofy bits. Is that enough? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I'll try that. I wasn't gonna shade, but it's telling me it wants shading. Listen to your piece of art. If it says it's done, then it's done, even if the pattern that you're working on isn't done. If your work tells you you're done, then stop before the pattern is finished. That's okay, you can do that. And conversely, if you finish the pattern and it doesn't look like it's finished, and then just keep going and embellish more until you feel like it's happy, because your art's going to tell you when it's happy and when it's not. See, it needed this bit of shading. I wasn't going to do it, but it's definitely feeling more happy. Yep. Yep, it needed that. Whether I wanted to do it or not, whether I wanted to take the time to do it, it needed it, and it didn't take that long. You know, honestly, the whole thing only took 15 minutes. So, this was another quick and easy one. That's good. It balances out when I have those really long, hard, complicated ones. So, you got to have a balance, right? Yeah. So, we'll finish with this one. Tomorrow, Friday's video is going to be Bliss Folded. And then on the following week, we're going to do Membrane Art, Molecular, and Movement. That's what's going forward. So I'm looking forward to those. I will see you guys on the flip side on Friday. And you guys have a great day. And do something nice for someone today, okay? And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.